Hi there. In this video, we'll be covering how to self-publish a paperback book on Amazon. It is so crucial to have your paperback book on Amazon because it actually drives the highest margins of any type of book, print book that you're going to create. The hardcover costs are a little higher, so the actual rate that you're going to get from each hardcover book isn't as high of a percentage. You can drive more opportunities from paperback, and it's an easier book to print. It's an easier book for people to read. It's a very popular format. So stay tuned to learn all the tips that you need to know to upload your paperback book on Amazon. By the end of this video, you will learn the importance of formatting, some of the important choices you get to make about printing, about paper stock, about all these other details, and why when you prepare your book for sale, you should always order a proof copy. And stay tuned until the end of the video for an opportunity I really think you're going to enjoy. Let's dive in. All right, I am sharing my screen. I actually want you to see what this platform looks like. This is Kindle Direct Publishing, kdp.amazon.com. This is the website that you use to upload books on Amazon for sale. This is a paperback book that's in progress. ISBN's important. You want to have an ISBN code. A lot of times you can get it through a site like Boker. It's annoying. It's annoying to get an ISBN code. They sell them in batches of 1 or 10 or bulk. Typically, if you need a couple of them, it just makes sense to get 10. Maybe you can give them to a friend. Let's go to print options. Print options are a lot of fun. What print options do you want to use for your book? Black and white interior with cream paper, black and white interior with white paper, standard color interior with white paper, premium color interior with white paper. What's neat about this is that you can really gauge what popular books in your space are doing and do that. Do exactly that. You want your book to feel like these other popular, successful books in your space. You want to think about what they are doing for ink and paper type. You know, what they're doing for trim size, which is what we're going to cover next. You want to match what it feels like to pick up other popular books that are selling in your space. You want it to feel like that. Here we see trim size, and there's so many different trim sizes out there. 6x9 is a popular one. There's so many different options. 5x8, 5.25 by 8. These are in inches. There's obviously centimeters as well. I'm just not reading those. I mean, it's overwhelming sometimes. 8.5 by 11, 8 by 10, 8.25 times 6. Like, it's a lot. You know, you can even self-define your trim size. It's a lot. Stick to the basics as much as you can. 6x9 is typically a good choice. Bleed settings, you know, it depends about illustrations, bleed or no bleed, paperback cover finish, matte or glossy. All right, you have your manuscript uploaded. Great. Awesome. So when you upload your manuscript, you have to use the right file choices. You want to make sure the file matches the trim size. In the bleed settings, you select it above. And those acceptable formats for files include PDF, doc or docx, HTML, or RTF. And there's a file checklist that you can go through and actually, you know, kind of see what works and what doesn't. Book cover is another important thing. And it's interesting when you think about the book cover altogether as a wrap. You have the back cover, you have the spine if your book is 79 or more pages long, and then you have the front cover, and it's all one document, it's all one file. So you really need to think about getting those in the right size, getting those in the right format, and it's just interesting to be able to upload. And what's neat too is that you can preview. We're preparing this for upload, and it's super exciting, and you can actually go through and see what it looks like. Page through. Okay, how does this look? How does this look? And if there's any issues, you can obviously update the file, but you want to make sure this looks right. So that's an important step. And I want to jump ahead to the next tab, which is paperback rights and pricing. On the next page, I'm not going to click on it right now. On the next page in Amazon, when you go through the pricing and other things, you can actually order a print copy. You can order a print proof to make sure this looks right. You need to do that step. It's so important. The last thing you want to do is not get a print proof. You publish the book on Amazon, and people start to get it and they start to complain. Oh, the formatting's bad. The pages don't look right. Things are wrong. You want to make sure that your book feels right, it looks right, that there's nothing that you would change. You're the last line of defense. You are the quality check. You want to make sure that this thing looks as strong as possible, feels as strong as possible, that you're going to be proud to hand it to people, because that's going to be the next step, is getting it into readers' hands. And you want that thing, you want to be proud of it. You want it to be as solid, as professional looking as possible. You want to reflect you. Obviously, this video is about Amazon, but I want you to think outside of Amazon too. Do you want your book in bookstores? Do you want your book in libraries? If you do, you're going to want to work with outside distribution beyond Amazon. Everything is so focused on Amazon with book sales these days, but there's such a big book world outside of Amazon that typically comes through a site called Ingram Spark or other sites like it that distribute to bookstores. So if you want your book to be in bookstores, you need to upload it for sale. After you upload it for sale on Amazon, upload it for sale on Ingram Spark as well. And that's also a print-on-demand operation. So when a bookstore buys your book and wants to sell it, the book gets printed, it gets sent. Obviously, there's returns involved. So if books don't sell, there could be cost incurred if your book doesn't sell off the shelf. But at the same time, it's a really good opportunity to get your book in new places. So as you think about publishing your book, think outside of Amazon. Think outside of that one box. You know, Amazon's great, obviously. I think it's great to be listed there, but think outside of that. And also think about your own website. Think about selling there. There's so much opportunity that could unlock from your book, from selling your book on your website, from being able to put your book in readers' hands from your website, use it as a lead generation, a lead magnet, so people have to actually share their email address, and maybe you can sell that at cost to them, even send them free copies depending on what you want to do. It's so valuable when you can do that, and it really helps you stand apart as a marketing tool. It helps you get leads, because when people buy on Amazon, you don't know who they are. You don't have their email address. When someone buys a book or orders a book from your website, you have their information. You can now reach out to them. You can send them emails. You can connect with them. And they're probably interested in learning more about you and what you do and your services and offerings. Like, it's super exciting to see everything connect. Your book is such a big opportunity, an opportunity magnet, an opportunity driver. And putting it on Amazon is one step, but it's not enough. There's so much more you can do, and don't hold back just by putting it on this one place. If you want to learn more about how to self-publish a book on Amazon, there's another video I recorded that I want you to check out. I'll link to it on the screen. It's called How to Get Your Self-Published Book Noticed. In that video, I go a lot deeper on all the steps that you need to do with uploading, the description, the metadata, the categories, as well as things that you can do to promote your book and put it in the right reader's hands and drive success far beyond anything that you could even imagine. Remember, a good book can change your life. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.